What is all this talk about memory versus understanding? What's the difference and why should I care? Well, today on Desktop Neuroscience, the difference between memory and understanding is quite simple and you need to understand it. Here's why. Memory is like having a list of ingredients to buy stuff at the grocery store, the list of the ingredients. Understanding is like looking at these ingredients and having them in your kitchen and knowing what to do with them as a professional chef, being agile and making all kinds of great dishes. There's a big difference. You see, understanding is so much more beneficial because it allows us to make connections between information, between problems, between new situations. It actually enables you to use your executive functions, the forward part of this thing's up here we call the brain. When we understand something, it's like turning a light bulb on, illuminating a dark room, helping us to see the connections between different objects and ideas. You don't forget 80% of what you understand. You forget 80% of what you memorize. Ebbinghaus proved that. Understanding helps you use this thing, this brain, on purpose. You might be asking yourself, what is the best way for me to understand something? Well, one right answer to that question is to forget how you learned in school. You know the model. Come into the classroom, sit down with 25, 40 other people, shut up, listen to whatever was said for 50 minutes, be given a test on what you could recall, and whatever you recalled, that's how they labeled you. You're a B, you're a D, you're an A, you're an F. That model is called the behaviorist system, and it is the model that most of us imitate when we're exchanging new information to another person. It's the only way we know how to do it. I mean, think about it. Meetings, trainings, sales pitches, kids. Lecture, then test, apply a label. The behaviorist model is rote memorization, recall, search engine stuff. But here's the rub. You've never been taught to think. You've only been told to think. Think about that. Let's look at this another way. Who do you want on your team? A memorizer or a thinker? There's a huge difference between memory and understanding. But the biggest thing I want you to take away from this is memory is just the recall of things you already know. Understanding is taking that information and applying to whatever's in your world right now, solving those problems, answering those questions, and making you valuable to any organization, including yourself. Understand?
You were never taught to think, only told to think. Think about that.